Today's episode is brought to you by Mazars. SoundCartel. From SoundCartel, I'm Nicole Goodman, and this is Business Essentials Daily. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is crucial to help customers find your business online. But are you maximising it, or is SEO a mysterious alchemy that you think is beyond your grasp? Lawrence Hitches is one of Australia's foremost SEO experts. His company, Studio Hawk, employs 40 specialists who do nothing but maximise SEO for their clients. And he has advice for businesses hoping to rank higher in Google search results. Lawrence spoke with Jeff Waters at Australian Business Forum Small Biz Week in Melbourne, 2022. He starts by explaining what Studio Hawk does and what he calls the art of SEO.
Studio Hawk is a pure play SEO agency. We specialise wholly on the magic world of SEO and organic search. We've got a team of 40 SEO specialists that love what they do for their clients, and we just are really passionate about educating a lot of people on SEO and how it works and how it can be really useful for their business.
Okay, I'm a small business owner and I'm not digitised, which is a very large proportion of small business owners. What is SEO? I keep hearing about it. And why do I care about it?
To put it simply, when you jump online, you're probably going to Google and you're probably searching up something like, shoes. The art of SEO is actually optimizing to rank number one for that keyword. So someone like The Iconic might be ranking really well for that, and they're getting a lot of traffic through that keyword search. So my job is to find out what a business wants to rank for and make that happen for them. Easier said than done. It's a very complex art form, but it can be really satisfying to see a website come from 0 keywords that it's ranking for to building a really great, strong business out of it.
If I've got a website, isn't Google just scanning my website for keywords?
Google will read those keywords and the way you've written out the language that you use to talk about your business, but it wants to see more than that, because then everyone would be ranking really well, wouldn't they? So they need to see more than that. They need to see how the website's structured technically. Is it running fast? Is it good for the user? And also the credibility behind that. So are people talking about you online? How credible are you in terms of the competitors you're working against? That's why a company like even Commonwealth Bank would rank really well. If I started a bank tomorrow, Google's going to compare the pair and go, Combank's got a little bit more history than you. You're not really going to make it anytime soon. But the pathway's there. It's just about utilising it and investing in it.
So what's the first step that I should take to improve my ranking?
What you want to do is just look at your website. You want to crawl through your website using a tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs. Talking a little bit technical now, but those tools replicate what Google sees through your website. So if you've ever been on a website and you're clicking through things and something doesn't feel right, you land on a broken page, the website is laid out kind of weirdly, Google's actually assessing those things. So you need to just go in deep in your website, assess it and go, is this something that users really enjoy seeing and being delivered naturally? If you feel like it needs some work, you're best off engaging with a web developer or web designer to improve that. That's a really good and simple way to start. And also, if you don't have a website at all and expect, to rank in Google, you're probably going to need to do that too. So it really does start with the website. The website is your digital representation of your business. So as much as you're putting effort into your infrastructure and your business, you need to be doing that as much on the website if you really want to make that really shine in Google.
All right. So what can you do to be better than what I could do myself?
In terms of what we do really well is the experience. We've dealt with right now probably thousands of websites in all different variations and all different categories. And from those learnings and that experience, we've come up with a few playbooks in terms of how to deal with an e-commerce website and how to grow that, how to deal with a B2B website that's been hit by an algorithm update and needs to reverse that and actually get re-indexed by Google. Working with a large size retailer as well, what verticals are really important to the CMO or CEO? How can we optimize and get more revenue through those channels? A lot of that wealth and experience just comes from specializing in this. There's generalist marketers who do a great job, but because SEO is such a universe, we specialize in that because it opens up a lot more opportunity to find out really cool, basically opportunities in a website that people haven't discovered before.
What are the common mistakes that you see people making with SEO?
Prioritization. Prioritization is a big one.
What do you mean by that?
Let's say you think, all right, cool, I need to do some SEO on my website. but you don't know where to start. You might read some things online and go, oh my God, there's so much to work on. There's a site audit I have to do. I need to review my content. it can get overwhelming. Like I would feel overwhelmed if I was stepping into the world of SEO and trying to figure out what I want to do. So in terms of prioritization, that's where a specialist might be able to help you. But the self-education behind that is actually understanding, okay, cool, where do I start from? Do I need to rebuild my website or do I need to assess my backlink strategy? Really simple way of doing it is kind of just starting as a simple, what's going to be the quickest solve or the quickest win that you can get on the board in terms of improving those rankings. And sometimes that can be just going through the website, like I said before, and just finding some simple things to fix and get some traction out of that.
Okay. What is some simple advice that you can give to perhaps the smaller of the small businesses?
For the smaller of the smaller businesses, there's Google Business Profiles that are a really cool free tool to use. So if you've got a brick and mortar place or you have an online business, you can spool up a Google Business Profile. And you can input your business information, your address, your phone number. You can even put products in if you're a restaurant, you can put your menu in there. There's all sorts of different tools and tabs that you can use to get your products online and your business online really quickly. And Google really loves it when you use their tools. So if you get a lot of Google reviews on that as well, 5-star ratings, Google's going to look at those things and go, wow, this is a pretty hot looking business. If they had a website, that'd be really awesome. If they optimize their website as well, I'd be really, really favorable towards them and maybe rank them a bit better.
Okay. If I decided to use your consultancy, is it an expensive process? Cost very important to small business.
It really depends on where you're trying to go. So we do have businesses come to us and say, I'm willing to invest a lot of money in SEO really quickly. We actually have to step back and vet the business and go, okay, what are your goals? What are your objectives? What do you want to rank for? Sometimes the rankings that you really want to achieve are a bit of a long road that might take 1 to 2 years. And that's just part and parcel what happens with SEO. It's a really long-term journey. So starting off really small in a smaller size budget, in Australia, SEO services are really growing as an industry. Pricing really depends on what you're trying to get out of it. So for bigger size companies, they may invest, tens of thousands of dollars, but as for a smaller business, between that $1,000 and $10,000 mark, it really works well. And also it really just depends on what your goals are.
That was Lawrence Hitches, General Manager at Studio Hawk. This episode of Business Essentials Daily is produced by the team at SoundCartel. Thanks for listening. I'm Nicole Goodman. We'll bring you more Be Daily tomorrow. Follow at BE Daily Podcast across social media and head to bedaily.com.au for more from the Business Essentials Daily podcast. SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Mazars. To find out more, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au.